Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 175. It is Tuesday today. Here in Cincinnati, it's on its way to 73 degrees. It is gorgeous outside, blue skies, pretty clouds. It's springtime. It's amazing here. So Star and I are going to go for a little walk after recording this podcast. I woke up this morning early at 5, which I think is happening to lots of people, or it seems to be. It's happening to me often, and laid there and just tuned into the images that were coming through to me that early in the morning. Wayne Dyer, when I saw some of his interviews, he would say he would wake up early, like 3 or 4 in the morning, and get up and write, and then go back to bed at 8 or 9 or 10, because that was his prime time to be in alignment with the energy that was flowing through him. As Esther Abraham Hicks would say, the energy that creates worlds. When we're in that place in between sleep and awake, and there's no resistance, we can feel all of the creative energy just moving through us, and it's a really powerful time. So I was just laying in bed, allowing images to come through, and this one came through that made so much sense to me, and I'll share it here and offer it for you to consider. So I've been tuning into a lot of Abraham recordings over the last week, which usually is a sign that a big shift is happening for me, that there's some next expansion that's arriving, because the vibration that Esther holds for that channeling or information to come through, it's so strong, it's so pure, and tuning into that repeatedly, it's a way to elevate your mind, your consciousness, and then really get focused. For me, get focused on what it is that I'm creating next. And so she has described, and these are my interpretations of it, she's described how the block or conflict or issue that most of us have as humans is we are in this moment right now, and we can sense or feel what it is that we want to create or experience next, but there's this gap in between the two. And we believe that gap is a physical distance that keeps us separate from those things that we want to experience. What she describes or offers, and this is the visual that I saw this morning, it's that both of those realities are right here. What we're experiencing right now, and everything that we see that we want to create and experience in the future, is also right here, right now. And the only resistance or gap, or the reason we're not experiencing it, is because we're not receiving it fully. We're not allowing it to come all the way into this moment. When I woke up this morning, the image that I saw, it's like when you make peanut butter cookies. I don't know if you have baked those before, or how you get your peanut butter cookies from the store or the bakery. But I was taught when you make peanut butter cookies, you roll them in a ball, and then you get a fork, and you dip the fork in sugar, and then you make a crisscross pattern on the top of the peanut butter cookie, and it kind of flattens it but creates this grid on top. And then you bake them, and they have this sugary, crispy top with a pattern on it. That's what it looked like to me this morning. The me that I am right now was laying in the bed, fully aware that I'm in this body, in this lifetime, in this moment. And the me who's wanting to experience everything that I have been daydreaming and thinking and creating about in my third eye, in my mind, is right on top of me, and it's just a crisscross grid. So which one am I tuning into? Which one am I matching the vibration for? If I talk about and believe and stay in the vibration of the me who knows what this is right now, I'm going to keep creating more of what this is right now. If I allow myself to tune into that slightly crossed, rotated pattern vibration that's just a little bit off center, a little bit off what I can see and feel and believe is real right now. If I tune into that and talk about it and feel it and expand it and create it, and it's bringing me closer to creating that here in the physical, having it actually happen right in my day, right here, right now. I hope that image translates for you. It was so clear to me. It was like when we do crafts and you have two different stamps, and so you stamp one on the piece of paper and you see that pattern, and then you take the other stamp and you stamp that on top of it. Now you have a pattern with two layers. Which layer are you tuning into? They're both real. They're both in existence right there. But which one are you tuning into and expanding? If you focus on the one on the bottom, that's what you're going to see, that's what you're going to look at, it's what you're going to talk about. If you turn slightly, focus on the one on top, you create something different. It's exactly that for manifestation here in this physical world of Earth. So I was seeing all of that as I was laying there this morning, and I was like, oh, I'm going to focus on the one that I am seeing next, and just daydream about it and lay here and think about it and see it and allow it to get more energy and more power. And so that's what I did for about an hour until the alarm went off to get up. And then as I was getting ready today, as I've been moving through my morning, I've been listening to more Abraham recordings, and there's this phrase that she offers that I just love so much. It's, I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm getting ready to get ready. We don't actually have to be there in that future experience in order to be settling into the vibration of it and calling it towards us. So I'm getting ready to get ready. I'm getting ready to get ready because it's so good. What I thought would be a lot of fun in this podcast space is to share some of that image and visual with you, and then allow you to step into this that's not the right word. Allow you to feel the vibration so that you can hold that with me and expand it with me. And as I expand that vibration, it's going to ripple out and wake up more in you and wake up more in those around you. And that whole vibration is just going to keep expanding. So it serves me, it serves you, it serves all of us to play in that field of what do we daydream about? What is the stamp on top of the stamp underneath? So here's a little of what I'm getting ready for. And I feel like I've touched on it before, but I don't know that I've shared a ton of it in the way that I'm about to right now. So this is so fun. I can feel my whole body like, yeah, let's talk about that reality. So I wrote a book in December, which I've shared, called One Day Gaia's Gifts. And when I wrote it, I saw the whole picture. Well, that's not true. I saw the framework of what that book would lead towards. And it was so big and so exciting. I kind of went, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm ready to be ready for that. So I've sort of put it in a little box and put it to the side, but it's right in my awareness all the time. And so on my birthday, I asked my son for a birthday present, and I said, I'd like you to practice interviewing with me, and you be Oprah and I be me, and I'll talk to you about my book and what I see as this vision of what's going to happen next. Because the vibration that Oprah holds is of a broadcaster and sending this signal out and transmitting information. And this book that I wrote is very much about transmitting a lot of energy of a high vibration globally, like transmitting this beautiful vibration of love and harmony and connection within humanity and connection to our planet, connection to our God or source, like bringing this holy trinity back together of Gaia and source and humanity. And so it's very clear to me the vibration that's possible, and Oprah holds this broadcasting ability that can transmit that very quickly and very powerfully. So that's what I asked from my son. Can you just tune into the vibration of Oprah and interview me? Which at age 16, he completely rocked, completely did it. It was so much fun. He helped me move through all these things that I wasn't even aware I would experience if I hadn't prepared for that moment. It was awesome. It was so awesome. And so I said to him later, can we do that again? Can we practice again? Of course, he said, sure, anytime. It took me 2 months, 2 months to finally say to him, actually, is that right? January to February to March, 3. It took me 3 months to be ready, So we sat down last week and he interviewed me again. I was so proud of myself. I handled myself really, really well. And I was like, yes, I rocked that until he asked me the question that I wasn't ready for, which was, when's your first festival? Because each of these chapters of the book, each of these energy portals are in locations around the world. And my vision is to host these festivals where we tune into the energy of that exact place and activate an opening of this next level of energy and love. And so there are these gatherings that I'm calling festivals. Some will be small, some will be big, but they're in these 14 locations around the world. And so he says, when's the first one? I was like, I think this summer. And he's like, great, where are the others? I'm like, I don't know that I know. Oh, goodness. So getting ready to get ready. On Friday last week, I took the whole day and got really still and quiet and tuned in to all that book holds, all the energy that moves through that creation. And I made the list of all the locations around the world, specifically where these first rounds of festivals will take place. And it was extraordinary. It was so much fun. So that's what I did all day on Friday. And then, right? Now what? Now what's going to happen? So I thought about it over the weekend, and I asked my friend Alicia, who's coming to town this weekend, would she be willing to prepare some questions that she could ask me so I can continue this practice of getting ready to be ready for my interview that's going to broadcast this message around the world? And she said, absolutely. So now she's been leaving me messages of, I keep getting more questions. There's more questions that keep coming. So I am getting ready to be ready for this weekend's interviews and to see what is going to be revealed to me next that I still need to get ready. So this morning, when I was laying in bed, what I saw was what happens after the interview. What happens after the interview? What's next? So not only am I getting ready to be ready for the interview, I'm getting ready to be ready for what comes after that. And what comes after that is bringing this group of leaders together who are going to help me host the festivals. And then establishing the framework for the documentary that is going to be made of this process of the festivals. And then establishing the foundation that is going to be receiving the funds from the festivals that will then be transmitting that money back out into humanity, into Earth, to continue healing, to bring together even more this unity of Gaia, Source, and humanity. I'm getting ready to be ready, and it's so exciting. So that was this morning when I was laying in bed. I was seeing all of that. And then in my meditation right before this, it was like more kept showing itself to me. And what I have learned from the beautiful teachings of Abraham through Esther Hicks is that as you focus on a vibration, you expand it. As you feel what it's going to feel like, as you follow the why instead of the how, as you explore the excitement of that reality in this moment, as real as when it will happen, whenever it happens, in this moment, feeling what it's going to feel like, you bring those experiences closer together. You shorten the gap. You reduce the distance between the two stamps, the layers on top of the layers. And so that reality moves closer into your day, into your moment. So I am getting ready to be ready. And it's really exciting and really fun. And I can feel how the journey, the experiences along the way of the journey are as delightful as the actual interview would be, or will be, or as the time, with all of those who are going to be helping me host these festivals, as fun as that is going to be, and as fun as the actual festivals themselves will be, and then the next round that we'll do a year later, there's a never-ending stream of joy and excitement and feeling so good. And I'm getting ready for all of that. So as I share this with you, as I transmit this vibration to you of what's possible, of what I'm holding space for here on this planet, what I am directing my energy towards, what you may experience is some idea or spark of something that you're getting ready to be ready for. And so follow that spark. Follow that thread, expand it. Imagine, ask your soul, like, wake me up tomorrow morning a little bit early and let me start to receive in that clear space between sleep and full awake. Let me lay in that space and just show me, what am I getting ready to be ready for? And then expand it during the day and share it and talk about it. So my direct invitation, if you want to support me in getting ready to be ready, share this podcast, tag somebody, and then tag Oprah. Tag Oprah. Let's see, how many people does it take to tag Oprah before she reaches out and says, I hear you're getting ready to get ready. I hear you're getting ready to get ready to come be interviewed by me. And I can say, yes, I am. Yes, I am ready to be ready. Oh, how fun. How fun. So let's see, how many people does it take to get a message across to Oprah that we're getting ready to get ready? That humanity and Gaia and Source are healing at this incredible, beautiful pace where more is healing more rapidly. Oh, I see it, I feel it, and it is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So, yeah, let's all get ready to get ready and share and tag and see where this beautiful flow of energy is going to take us. Yeah, and then Star and I are going to go for a walk outside in the sunshine. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.